Guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, update here on Palantir, ticker PLTR. We have now here a pullback from more than 20% since we had here the peak at around $84. I will give you now here an update based on the chart. I will explain you and give you my view what this price action does mean and if this is the beginning of a sell-off or just a dip. Everything what I say here is of course not financial advice. Yeah guys, the stock market was closed yesterday. We had a bank holiday and we can see the day before the stock market closed we had here a sell-off. When I show you here my list of stocks, you can see everything is just red. Everything had a small sell-off or a pullback, and also Palantir had a pullback here back to a very important support line, guys. So when we start here with the chart, we can see that we pulled back now here to this purple EMA line. I usually don't focus too much on EMA lines, but we can see that Palantir had a very strong support. The last time that we left or that we dipped below this purple EMA line was here in August 2024. Since then, massive rip to the upside here. This time Palantir was trading at $21, so we ripped much more than here, 200% in total. You can see that here almost 300%. Very nice rip. But of course, everything, guys, what goes up has to correct a little bit, has to find a support and resistance zone. And we know, of course, that the previous all-time high, which we had here back in 2021 for Palantir, was here $45. So the accumulation zone is somewhere here. We just left this zone and now we have to check the chart what could happen next. We have already here one hidden signal in the chart. You can see this green field here at $69.75, which means that we have here one open gap which we could retest or close today or here in the next trading days. This price action, guys, is of course not bullish. So when we have a pullback like that, this is not bearish, but of course we need to correct. We need to find here a support zone. When the stock is just ripping from this price level $45 to $85, so we have this massive rip here without any kind of pullbacks. I mean, slightly pullback here, we rip, then pullback, and you can see the EMA lines always supported the price. So we have to check now here the chart, what does that mean? And when I enable my drawings, it gets very visible. I mentioned that in my previous videos. As I said, I don't focus too much here on EMA lines. I have this trend channel pattern, very simple and flat chart pattern here for Palantir. And this trend channel, guys, is in my opinion the algo trend channel in which Palantir is trading. And what does that mean, guys? We have just two scenarios. We have two scenarios when we just focus on the technicals and ignore this trend channel pattern. So technicals, I mean the indicators. Then we have now here a very nice dip on the RSI. You can see here for the first time since we had this dip in August, for the first time here in the daily chart, the RSI is oversold. We had already here strong signals, a bearish divergence in the chart. You can see that the RSI lost already his strength, is building lower highs, but the price is still going up. This is not good. We don't like that in trading. When you see this kind of bearish divergences, guys, you have to be very alarmed. But in the case for Palantir, it is possible that we have now here the next rip incoming, that the top line of this trend channel here may be our support now for the next future steps. In my opinion, guys, the market situation which we have right now, of course the market is overheated, but I don't see a bear market yet. Even we have here this kind of pullback day, everything is just continued to rip. This is just here a pullback. This is not the beginning of a bear market, but I said that already in my previous videos here from December. I think we have a high potential to see a bear market coming here by the mid-end of January, and that may last until March. But as I said, it don't has to. I also expected that the market pulled back in September last year. We didn't have that. The market just continued to rip. So keep that in mind. We could also see here a historic bull market and the same constellation which we had in 2020 and 2021 when almost every stock ripped to infinite highs or to all-time highs. That could also be the same for 2025. So for Palantir, this is for me now here a make it or break it situation. This dip here on the RSI shows me that this might be here the next dip for a big bull run. And also, of course, when we still keep the support here above $67, so keep that in mind, $67 is here the temporary support. I honestly want to see the price over $71 because this is the top line of this trend channel pattern. As I said, I don't focus too much here on the EMA lines. So if we hold the support here at $71, then we could even see new all-time highs for Palantir. If we get rejected here, yeah, the market makers, of course, the bearish market makers try to keep the price below $71, $72 here, depending on the day. And that would mean, guys, when the bears stepping in, that we see here a sell-off incoming to the lower price level, which we will discuss right now. Yeah, guys, if you also want to see some short squeeze stocks, so we have here a lot of short squeezes in the market, and it is a very, very good opportunity to make some money. I release here always my so-called hot stocks every Sunday. I release those videos, so the next video will be available very, very soon. And when I release these kind of videos, that means that the tickers in these videos here have very high squeeze potential. You can see here some of my member feedbacks, who made here gains from 300% and more. Yeah, guys, the videos are available on Patreon, and I always try to predict here short squeezes. So when I see a short squeeze constellation, I of course show here the liquidity zones where I expect the pullback, where I expect the price to pull back. And of course, I try to calculate a squeeze state range. It's not possible for every stock, but when you have stocks with trend channel patterns and stuff like that, it is quite predictable. This is here just one example where one of my stocks, hot stocks here, squeezed 159% and also hit the exit price targets. It was exactly here in the squeeze state window, and of course also this liquidity zone here was the perfect dip before the squeeze. If you want to see those hidden short squeeze stocks, you can of course join in here our trading community, the most popular membership which I have, where a lot of members joining in every day, is the full package membership here on Patreon. You get a lot of benefits here when you join in, and the link to the membership is here. When you click the info icon in the corner, you get access to the Patreon member link, guys. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced trader, everybody is welcome here to join our community. Yeah, guys, the bear scenario. What is the bear scenario for Palantir? I mean, in the long term, I'm quite bullish on Palantir, but I'm honest with you guys, I don't like these kind of leg ups. Yeah, so when we switch off here the chart for a second, it looks like Palantir is just unstoppable, but keep in mind we had the same constellation here back in 2020, 2021. You can compare this with Bitcoin or any other asset in the market. When you have a bull market, this is the result. You have these straight lines to the upside, and as soon as the bear market is stepping in, guys, you come back down and retest the previous support and resistance levels. And that can of course also happen to a very popular stock like Palantir. We have now here $155 billion market capital, so that means this is a very interesting asset, but I would never FOMO in, so I try to think like a market maker and wait here for the dip. And what is the dip, guys? When we come back here down to this trend channel bottom, that means Palantir will correct here, will close the open gaps at $58, $51, and I think the correction will be at least back here in the $47, $48, $49 range, depending on the day. I think this is what we have to see. When time flies by, then we will see here this black EMA line crawling up a little bit, but I think Palantir could at least come back to $50. When we can hold all of it, if Palantir don't hold this kind of trend channel bottom, then of course much lower price levels are possible. As I said, there was no accumulation here. So when we had new all-time highs here over $45, you can see there is no real accumulation. So we have to accumulate, and I think then it is also possible that we come back down to the lower price ranges here, but I will let you know that in a separate video if that should happen. Yeah, guys, that was the update on Palantir. You can of course copy the price levels here from my chart. As I said, everything above $72 would be very bullish. Everything below $66 would not be so bullish. So keep those price levels in mind. And when you want to copy the price levels, everything what you see here is based on TradingView, and you can of course also use that program for yourself. If you want to learn trading, then this is the program what I recommend, and I can of course offer you here a $15 discount link. When you click also the info icon in the corner, you get access to this discount link here, and I recommend the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. So guys, that was my update on Palantir. I hope that was helpful for you. If you don't want to miss any updates, then please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your support and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye guys.